Hey guys, it's me, Made Up Jen, and welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another hair dye review. So today I'm gonna go ahead and review this hair dye right here. This is the Naturtint Intense Long Lasting Permanent Hair Color. So I got this in the color 8A Ash Blonde. And FYI, if you hear any of that, Mitzi is literally right here. So if you guys do hear that noise in the back, it is Mitzi. She's snoring her little life away. She is knocked out, comfortable as hell on the bed. I don't know if you guys can see her. She's right there. But let's go ahead and get started. So I already have my shirt. This is my new shirt. If you've been here before, you always just see me with my Dodger beat up dyed shirt, but that one, it started ripping on the back, so most of the acid from like the hair dye and stuff that it's had on it for so long, because I used to also use that for bleaching my hair, so it's received a lot of bad treatment on it, so I had to move on to a different shirt. And I am wearing my Fight On USC. This is an extra large and adult. When we got to the game, that was all they had. So yeah, I'm just gonna use it now as my hair dye. My hair dye shirt. Let's see how it goes. So I'm gonna go ahead and open up this box. Sorry, I know I'm like taking forever. Just FYI, I did wash my hair last night. Just shampoo, no conditioner. This is literally what my hair looks like when I've put nothing, absolutely nothing in it. But I did not brush it, so I am gonna brush right now because I might have some knots. She is in a good sleep, guys, so sorry, I apologize. There's no way for me to get her out right now, so she will be at the door literally barking and crying. She's become much more vocal this time around. As soon as she turned 10, like, she just started giving me more attitude. Like, I feel like she's a teenager. Like, she's just going rebelling against me. When I tell her no, she barks back like, what you mean no, you know? So I just went ahead and brushed my hair. I use the wet brush. If you don't have one of these wet brushes, I'm over here showing you guys all my hair that just fell out. If you guys don't have any of these wet brushes, like the detangler ones, you need one in your life because they really do detangle like your hair. It's not guaranteeing like it's gonna take away the frizz or anything like that. Obviously the friction, it just happens. I know that there's better brush that help with the frizz, but I'm on a budget. That's what I'm gonna use. Okay, so I'm gonna take this. Jesus, Mitzi. So I'm going to take this out. Obviously, it comes with the developer, which is usually this bottle. So if you ever see this bottle in your hair dye box, this is always a developer. So this is what's going to lighten or darken the hair. In this case, we're going neutral, so I'm hoping it takes more of this redness away. Some of my redness did go away after I used the last hair dye. If you haven't seen that video, I'll link it up here. But it did neutralize my hair, but it's slightly starting to turn a little red-ish. There's like a little red tone in there, so I'm hoping this will neutralize it. Usually ash blonde, like, it's supposed to neutralize your hair tone, especially if you have reds. This is the conditioner for after, so I'm gonna leave that in the tub. And then we have the hair color right here. It's in this little bottle. And of course, the instructions and the gloves should be included in here. Yeah, we got the gloves going. So I leave the instructions on the lap because I don't want to dirty my pants. I have PJ pants on right now. And I have fuzzy socks on because it's super cold in here, so I have to protect my sweats at all costs. Anyway, so the gloves, I really like them. Weirdly, like, gloves in a box make a difference. The Revlon ones, now I understand why the dye costs what it costs, because you feel the quality in the products. My hair has been actually a lot more frizzy this time around that I dyed it. So I feel like the Revlon one, the Color Silk, that one, as you guys can see, like my hair just looks not as healthy as I would like for it to look. So I'm hoping this one will do it for me. I don't know if anyone has noticed, but I haven't used the L'Oreal hair dye anymore, and it's not because I don't want to use it. I would love to use it, but I'm trying to steer clear of products that are not cruelty free. So I'm trying to stay away from L'Oreal. As far as I know, L'Oreal right now still does tests on animals. They're not cruelty free. So because of that, I've been steering clear away from brands that are not cruelty free. I know the Revlon one, I believe, is not cruelty free either. So this one says it's against animal testing. It's suitable for vegans. So I'm like I said, I'm trying to steer clear from L'Oreal. I steer clear from L'Oreal. Also, that includes their cosmetics and other lines. I'm trying to really like figure out like what I can and cannot use at this point. So I have to like get rid of a lot of my makeup and get new makeup. But you know, it is what it is. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm like talking my ear off to you guys today. I don't know if it's because I haven't really talked to anybody else other than my sister yesterday, but alright. Okay, so I just read the instructions for this. So I'm obviously going for the full head. It's a new hair dye color. I need all my hair to be the one solid color, so I'm gonna go with the option of full head. It also gives you the option 2, which is for short hair roots only, because you're only gonna go for the roots. But for this one, I'm gonna go with the full head, and it says use gloves. Start with the roots, and then as soon as you're done with the roots, apply the rest to your hair so it can be even. And then it says to leave to develop for 30 minutes to achieve a more intense color, or to cover stubborn gray, increase the development time to a maximum of 40 minutes. We'll see as I go. Let's get started. I'm over here bullshitting you guys. I'm like reading these instructions and I'm just like, I've never done this before. You've done this 10 million times. All the instructions on all of these are usually always the same. You get this color, you apply it into the developer. Well, you pour it into the developer, all of it, and you try to get as much as you can in there because you don't want to waste not one drop. You want the color to really grab. That's literally what I'm doing every time I pour all of this. I'm like, you better all go in there. This one does not come with a pre-treatment, by the way. I know the L'Oreal one has a pre-treatment where you can put it on the tips, especially if you have like split ends. Like that helps to avoid the more split ends, or to avoid some split ends. So I'm hoping I get like this color. Based on the results though, it says I might get it, but I'm not too sure. It shows all the same colors to all of them. You know, that it's automatically gonna give me that color no matter what color hair I have right now. So as you guys all know, if you've ever been here before, I have my bowl and my brush, my Ion bowl and brush. You can buy these at Sally's or any beauty supply store. Like I've said this before, I just really like this because I like that it gives me the precision I need. Because when I was blonde, like, and my roots would grow, as you guys can see, my roots are super black as hell. You would be able to tell my little salt and pepper. It looked like little salt and pepper, like little dots everywhere, because my hair was just growing out. So with this, like, you would never see me miss. I would get every spot. So I go ahead and I pour this in here. And this is like a gel consistency, I want to say. Let's see if it grabs onto all my hair. I used the Revlon one, and I literally almost didn't get all of my hair. I was gonna have to open a brand new box. And my hair is short. It's grown a bit since the last time you guys saw me, obviously. But it is so black. My roots are so black. See, like right there, I can tell I've got the product. The problem is like with the Revlon one, because it is like a gel, you can't really see how much you've put, and then by the time you go back in, you've put too much. So that was one. Damn, that was... I don't know if this will alcanzar. I'm being honest. I don't know if this is gonna be enough for me. I think I might have to go straight from the bottle and then just spread whatever I can, maybe. By the way, this hair dye is like $9. So it costs almost the same as a L'Oreal hair dye. I'm gonna have to keep going bottle in and with my finger, because honestly, with the brush, I feel like I'm wasting too much product. So we're gonna try this way. I hope I got everything. I'm like scared, you know? Because I only have the one box. I did not buy a backup this time. This time I really did not buy a backup, guys. Usually I buy a backup. I always get like a 2-pack because you never know. I'm making sure to massage as I go because I want to make sure that I've grabbed everything, because like I said, with gel, like it's so weird for me. I can't really tell if I've really soaked most of this. Even with this many lights around me, like I still can't completely see it all the way wet because of the consistency. It's like a gel consistency, so you don't know if you have all of it. Like, it's weird. I don't know how to explain it. Depending on the consistency of what type of dye you're using, like a cream, a gel, like liquid, you'll know how to use them. Like right now, I definitely can't use the brush. I used the brush on the Revlon one last time, and I ended up with a lot of hair dye on my hair, and I didn't even notice when I barely got some enough for the rest of my hair. So for this one, we're gonna keep going this way. And then I always make sure to go in here before I move on to the other side, because believe it or not, these roots right here, for some weird reason, they never grab the way they're supposed to. My hair is like much thinner here. But I feel like my hair is soaked, so we're going to continue using this method right now because I'm scared I might not have enough. So, and this is what's working, so we're going to keep doing that. By the way, the smell on this is not overwhelming. Like, it really isn't. It doesn't smell like crazy like the other ones that I've used. Like, I feel like the chemical, like there's no actual like chemical that's burning my scalp, or it's or the smell. Like, the smell is there, don't get me wrong, there is a scent there, but it's not overwhelming like other ones. Like the L'Oreal one, like you guys see this right here. If I would have already started right here and my hair goes like that, my eyes will start crying because the scent, the chemicals in that are so strong. Like, whew, if you're sensitive. Do you see, guys, how it's coming out? Like, it's coming out like goo. Which is something that I've never really worked with on hair dyes. My little burrito. she's literally been by my side, guys, this whole time. But I'll start crying and she just like stares at me and I'm just like, and she looks at me confused, like, you know, like what? I don't think Mitzi's ever seen crying her whole life. So right now she's like so confused with me right now because of my crying. And you know, if you guys have seen my last video, like if you guys saw my last video, you know what I'm talking about. And it's been really rough for me. It comes on and off, but you know, I'm very thankful for all of you guys who gave me like very encouraging words. You guys gave me stories of like what happened to you guys and how you've met amazing people after, like, you know, that you're worth it. And those are like amazing things to hear, that, you know, I'm gonna make it. You get me? Like, si superé mi última relación, voy a superar esta. You know, if I can move on past my last relationship, I can definitely move on after this one. This one was the one that cut the worst though, because I did go back, but I went back because I was like, well, I'm gonna give this man the benefit of the doubt and get some explanation about what happened. And you know, we're gonna work on it, and if we can get through it, we will obviously be together and we will start having babies and all the other good stuff. But I just couldn't do it, guys. I just couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. Remember, not just the sides need it, the front needs it too. Jesus, Mitzi. I don't know what she's dreaming about. And the weird thing is, she always starts snoring louder every time I start talking. Oh, God. Okay. And now we're gonna go to the back. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and leave this on for about 15 minutes. Let it heat up in there for 15 minutes, and then I'll be right back. I'm gonna go ahead and just let this chill sit for 15 minutes, and then I'm gonna go in with the rest of my hair. These gloves though suck when it comes to coming off. Like, oh my God, they were tough to come off. But at the same time, you know, they're like holding on, but still. All right, I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. It's been 15 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and apply the rest of the hair dye. Did I grab this right? I'm gonna go ahead and apply the rest of the hair dye to the rest of my hair. Just putting these gloves back on. Taking this a little off. Just checking in, making sure. Do I see lightening? Because technically this is supposed to lighten my roots a little bit, not too much, just a little bit, because it's a dark ash blonde. So it should slightly lighten, but not enough where you're gonna see like a big difference. Now I'm just checking at the hair a little bit. Alright, let's continue. Just gonna split my hair. Y ahí vamos. The good thing is I have short hair, so like I don't have to worry too much. I will do the back part at the end. I usually start with the front half, you know, the 1/3 right here. And I think my hair is slightly lining up. Not a lot, but we're about to finish this out. I did put, excuse me, I did put the cap back on. It does have a twist off. I love that about hair dyes because, like, for example, like right now I had to do this first. And I didn't want it to cool down. I wanted it to stay warm. So being able to close the bottle completely shut so that you can wait for a second before you apply some more is always a win for me. That's the one thing I loved about the L'Oreal one. Yeah, it is lightening my hair. I can see my roots are slightly getting a little bit more on the browner tone. Not by a lot, so let's not think it's like really lifting like crazy. It doesn't claim to be a lifting type of hair dye, so don't expect it to lift your color. Also, don't forget to go under. Sometimes you just go here, and this will be nice and soaked, but if you flip it, you'll notice that it's a little dry. And then also, I go back in and like rub in towards the roots to blend out in case I might have missed the first time. You know, that transition. So what I'm doing is, as I'm going down, I'm applying pressure to the bottle, and my hand is just there to grab anything that falls out, and then whatever does fall out, I just rub back into the hair. And I always make sure to go in towards the root. By the way, I was supposed to dye my hair yesterday, and this video was supposed to be up earlier for you guys today. But instead, I was so like on something where like when I was showering, I forgot to wash my actual hair. So the next day when I woke up, I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna dye my hair. And then I wake up and I'm like, wait, I didn't wash my hair. How am I gonna dye my hair if I didn't wash my hair? My hairstylist, I'm pretty sure I've mentioned this in other videos, but when I used to have a hairstylist, every time I would go to her house to do a balayage, whatever that thing is called, balayage, she would always tell me, make sure to come with clean hair, fresh hair, so nothing in your hair. She's like, don't put nothing in your hair after you shower, just let it air dry. We want it as clean as possible so that it can, whatever we're gonna put on it is gonna really work and lift your hair. And I've been living by that, especially for like the hair dyes, you know. And yeah, it's worked. So I like to keep my hair nice and clean every time I'm doing this. Let me go ahead and do this real quick. I don't know if you guys can tell, but my hair is starting to look all like one solid color. So I'm pretty sure it lifted. Right now I'm just trying to grab the front hair, not the back hair, because I'm about to go in towards the back. But I'm going to go in obviously the right way. I'll show you guys right now. Let me show you real quick. So I have a little bit left. We're going to get enough. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to flip my hair. Just going to grab a couple of these strands. Okay, we're gonna move on to the other side. And then that should have been enough, hopefully. Crossing the fingers that I got every strand of hair. I'm gonna go ahead and put the remainder on lip brows. And I would suggest get a Q-tip, but I forgot to bring one from the bathroom, and the bathroom's so far away right now. And I just want to finish filming this for you guys, so when I come back, you guys can see me all nice and dolled up. And for the brows, I always make sure to go through the hair because you need to grab every strand of hair for this one. It's a little bit harder when your hairs are going all over the place on the brows. Yeah, baby. And if I have any left over, just gonna pour some on there. This on for about 20 minutes. I'm gonna wash, I'm gonna shower and style my hair, and then I'll be right back. I'm also gonna clean up my brows. As you guys can see, they're all over the place. So I'm gonna go to the bathroom right now also and just clean off this product, and then I'll be right back. And this is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed watching me dye my hair and just, you know, review a new hair dye that I had never tried before, and I've never obviously seen in the drugstore, but I saw it on Amazon and I was like, what the heck. So yeah guys, I actually do like how the hair turned out. I like the color. It again neutralized the reddish colored tones that were coming out on my last hair dye. Once it started fading, it started turning red. So this kind of like neutralized all my hair. I'm gonna be honest, when I took the hair wrap off, I was worried because certain parts look really light and other parts look really dark, and I'm like, well, maybe once my hair dries it's just because my hair is wet, so that's why it looks that way. But it came out A1. I really like it, and yes, I did film how I styled my hair. In case you guys want to know, it will be up after this one. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed watching this review. Honestly, I think the hair dye is worth it. If you have Amazon Prime and you want to try out this hair dye, this is the ash blonde, so this is literally what you're getting if you have like a reddish tone and if you have very, very dark roots. So I went with the roots in first. I waited 15 minutes under the bag, and then I dyed the rest of my hair, and then I waited another 20 minutes after that. And my eyebrows were lightened also. They're not super duper black, and they blend in with my hair, which I love. And I was just so happy that I actually had enough dye to do my brows, because on the Revlon Color Silk one, I did not have enough hair dye to do my brows, so that kind of sucked. I could have gotten in there with a cotton swab and like put it on my brows, but for me to have to go to that trouble also feels like extra work. And I just let my brows be because I didn't know what color I was gonna get with that hair dye. But this one gave me such a nice color. It got most of my roots, literally, as you guys can tell. There's like certain places where I feel like right here where it's still black, but it's not as noticeable as you would think it is. I just really like it. I liked how it worked. The conditioner smelled really good, And yeah, I am going to definitely buy this hair dye from here on out. This is gonna be the color that I'm gonna be for the rest of the year. So yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys want to see any more of these type of reviews, please let me know down below. And if you haven't liked this video, please make sure to like it if you got this far. If you're not subscribed, make sure subscribe. The button's right down there. And that is it for me, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I will see you guys in my next video.